Welcome to Synchronous Motor Part 11 video. Today, let us discuss about rotary converter, and this is the part 1. We have seen methods of conversion of AC to DC. Motor generator set in the part 10 video, and this is the rotary converter. And what about the motor generator sets? Actually, it is mechanically coupled. One machine will be motor and the second machine will be generator. There are two separate machines required. And in the rotary converter, we'll be seeing a difference. What is that? It is a single machine like this. The single machine will be supplying output of DC. So it will be getting positive and negative of DC. DC output is there, and we will be seeing something similar to our DC machine. Commutator is there, and as a DC machine, yoke will be there, and there is a field winding in the stator, and the rotor is having armature. Up to this, similar to a DC generator, is it not? But it has got a very interesting difference. What is that? It is having a three-phase supply also. It can be three-phase or single-phase depending on your rotary converter. It can be a single-phase rotary converter or three-phase rotary converter. Now in the picture, what you are seeing, it's a three-phase rotary converter. The interesting difference is that it is having a three-phase input supply. So it is a single machine which will be getting a supply from AC, and the same machine will be giving out DC. It is quite interesting, is it right? So the rotary converter will be known as synchronous converter also. The rotary converter, it will be combining function of synchronous motor and a DC generator in one machine. That is a single machine which can act as a synchronous motor as well as a DC generator. Where it is used? It is used where a large power of DC is required. This machine will be working as rotary converter when it is converting AC to DC. So that is converting. The conversion from AC to DC, the equipment used for that is known as converter, you know. So this is rotary converter. So what is the case if it is inversion? That will be known as rotary inverter. That is, it will be converting what? DC to AC. At least theoretically we can say that a rotary converter can be run as a rotary inverter too, though practically some differences will be there. Okay, so it's a wonderful machine which can convert AC to DC or DC to AC, at least theoretically. Practically, we need some modifications for making it as a rotary inverter. In this particular video, we'll be discussing the top view or introduction part about rotary converters. Let us see what is rotary converter or synchronous converter is doing. It is a single machine which is having one armature and one field. Sounds like what? Similar to our DC generator. One armature and one field will be there. And armature will be rotating at synchronous speed. Oh, that is a difference. Normal DC motors or generators need to be run at synchronous speed. But here the armature will be rotated synchronously. How? Because the armature will be receiving power from AC. That is a bigger difference. It will be receiving power from AC, and the rotating three-phase armature. Okay, the armature, it is receiving AC power, and through the slip rings the supply will be given, and the same armature will be delivering direct current in the opposite end through the commutator and brushes. So it is having only one armature. It is receiving AC through the slip rings, and it will be working as synchronous motor. The same armature will be giving output through commutator as DC. So this is the general idea of rotary converter. It is receiving power from this side, and we can say the armature may be standstill, and in the armature what will be creating, there will be a rotating magnetic field. And what is the difference is, here in the field sections there will be one winding which is known as damper winding. We already heard about damper winding in our previous video. What is damper winding? Actually, it is a squirrel cage rotor like construction. So when the revolving flux is created here, it will be cutting the damper windings. So it will be acting as a inverted running of induction motor. Now the armature has to rotate, and we can say it is a inverted induction motor. In the actual induction motor, what happens? The squirrel cage rotor will be rotating. Here, this damper winding is created or built on the stator, and the three-phase supplied armature which is on the rotor, that will be starting rotation, and this is known as inverted induction motor. What happens then? When it is rotating, armature is rotating, and from the specific tappings of the winding, it will be connecting to commutator. And here in the armature we know it is AC, and that AC will be rectified through this commutator segments, which will be given as output as DC. And the DC will be fed to what? The field winding. So the armature is at synchronous speed, and when a field is applied, this machine can be run continuously as a synchronous motor. So that is told as this is working as synchronous motor and DC generator at the same time, and together it will be known as rotary converter. So the construction, we can see it is almost like a DC machine. Generally it will be having an armature and a field, and interpoles will be provided for better commutation, and it is used for handling larger powers. And the difference is, it is having larger commutators, and when compared to DC generator, the DC generator of the same capacity will be having lesser size commutator segments, whereas a rotary commutator will be having higher or larger commutator segments.